Hello everyone, and welcome back to Wealth Wave. Today we've got a major update that could directly impact millions of Americans who are struggling to keep up with the rising cost of living. We're talking about brand new stimulus payments, direct deposit relief set to roll out in the coming months of 2025, and state-level checks that are already confirmed. Plus, we'll break down a possible federal stimulus program that could send up to $2,000 for a family of 4. On top of that, I'll be doing some fact-checking so you know exactly what's real and what's just rumor. So, if you've been waiting for help from either your state or the federal government, this is one video you'll want to watch until the very end. And before we dive into all the details, I have one small favor to ask. Please hit that like button. It only takes a second but helps Wealth Wave reach more people who really need this information. Now, let's get into what's happening. Over the past few months, we've seen a flood of announcements and proposals, so let's start with what's already confirmed. Beginning October 2025, several states will start sending out direct deposit stimulus-style payments. Many people are confused about whether these are state-level payments or federal payments, so it's important to separate the two. The first confirmed program is in Alaska. Starting October 2, Alaska will distribute its Permanent Fund Dividend, also known as the PFD payment. This year, eligible residents will receive $1,720 each. Keep in mind this is not a federal stimulus check. These funds come from the state's oil revenue surplus, something Alaska has been doing for decades. But this year, the payment is even more meaningful because inflation has been crushing family budgets. To qualify, you must be a legal Alaska resident, meet residency requirements, and have submitted a valid application by March 31, 2025. Direct deposits will hit accounts on October 2, while paper checks will start mailing on October 23. Over 600,000 Alaskans are set to benefit from this payout just as heating and grocery costs rise for winter. But Alaska isn't the only one stepping in. Other states with budget surpluses are also issuing rebates or stimulus-style checks funded by excess tax revenues. While these aren't federal stimulus checks, they still provide real relief for struggling households. Now let's talk about the federal level because that's the big question most Americans outside of these states are asking. Recently, Senator Josh Hawley introduced the American Worker Rebate Act. Under this plan, eligible adults would receive $600 each, plus another $600 for every dependent. That means a couple could get $1,200, and a family of 4 could collect up to $2,000. This would be a huge help for households facing rising costs. But here's the challenge: the proposal faces heavy opposition in Congress, even from members of Hawley's own party. Right now, it remains just a proposal, not a law. Meanwhile, former President Donald Trump has floated a similar idea, suggesting what he calls tariff rebate checks. Since the U.S. collects billions of dollars in revenue from tariffs, Trump argues that a portion of that money should be returned directly to the American people. While he's also mentioned using tariff revenue to help pay down the national debt, the possibility of direct rebate payments is still on the table. Nothing is official yet, but the fact that these discussions are happening shows there's still momentum for some type of direct aid. On top of this, more confirmed relief is already rolling out in New York. The state is sending out inflation refund checks tied to 2023 tax returns. Eligibility depends on income and filing status. For example, single filers earning $75,000 or less will get $200. Married couples filing jointly making $150,000 or less will get $400. Couples earning between $150,000 and $300,000 will get $300. Heads of household and surviving spouses also qualify, with payment amounts ranging between $150 and $400 depending on income. These checks started going out this October and will continue through November 2025. Governor Kathy Hochul has highlighted these payments as part of New York's effort to ease high living costs for working families. So here's where we stand. Confirmed, Alaska's PFD payments begin October 2 ND. Confirmed, New York's inflation refund checks are rolling out this fall. Proposals, the American Worker Rebate Act and Tariff Rebate Checks are under discussion but not approved yet. The bottom line is that while Congress is still gridlocked on federal relief, several states are finding ways to support their residents directly. That's why it's so important to rely on confirmed facts and not get swept up by online rumors. If you live in a state offering payments, check your official state website for eligibility and timelines. If you're waiting for a possible federal stimulus, stay tuned here at WealthWave because we'll continue tracking every update as it happens. Thank you so much for watching and staying informed. If you have questions about eligibility, payment amounts, or timing, drop them in the comments and we'll do our best to answer. Don't forget to like this video, and make sure you subscribe to WealthWave so you never miss the latest stimulus and financial news. Take care, and I'll see you in the next update.